Marzes. My wife Libby and I just returned from a great 4-day trip to Vayots Dzor and Syunik Marzes in southern Armenia.
It was a beautiful drive. Since we had arrived in October, when we had traveled further north, we had only seen brown everywhere. And so for us to see flowering trees and bushes and just green was just a totally different kind of view of Armenia.
So it was a great trip. We met some wonderful people. We had 3 basic purposes for the trip. First was to get to know a little bit better the many great partners that the embassy has down there. Met a bunch of several good mayors who are doing some wonderful work for their people in towns and communities there, and some civil society representatives and leaders who report that civil society and NGOs there are stronger and more capable and more effective than ever. So that was good news. So partnership was first. Second, we wanted to see how some U.S. government assistance programs are working. We visited a couple of agricultural projects which were very effective, and then we spent some time with some Peace Corps volunteers.
And I was excited to see them because we had met with them a couple months ago, and I had promised them that I would bring some chocolate chip cookies. So I was able to fulfill that promise, and we were able to see their sites. Some were working at schools and women's centers, and they were doing a great job there.
So second was foreign assistance, to see how our projects are working. And third, of course, with national elections coming up, we wanted to see what the mood was there in preparation for the May 6th parliamentary elections. We met with all the political parties, all the key parties of the ruling coalition, but also the opposition and the press and election officials. And the mood down there is pretty positive, pretty optimistic that the elections are going to be orderly and peaceful. And also free and fair. Still a couple of concerns about misuse of administrative resources, but largely pretty positive, optimistic views about how these elections are going to be run. Final point is a bit of an invitation. On this trip, I joined the Twitter world. I sent out some tweets with some photographs of our trip there. And I urge anybody who's interested to join me in the Twitter world, and let's follow each other's tweets. Thank you very much. Menk unenk lav gortsan geaner, Syuniki ye Vayots Dzori Marzes.